Present.
Mayor Hodges is present, as well as Deputy Clerk Treasurer Heather Schmidt, and Donna Kummer is joining us from the back of the room, just for social distancing. So, she's fine, I promise. All right, you have an agenda that's been provided, entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I have a motion by Ryan Hoskins,
Second.
seconded by Nathan Grimes. Any edits? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? That's unanimous. We have our claims from, or our minutes from April 20th, our current claims on our payroll allowance docket from April 16th to April 29th. Entertain a motion to approve.
I see an issue with the minutes.
Okay.
Adjournment, motion made by Ryan and Nathan Grimes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and I missed that because you gave it to me to check and I missed that. All right, so we'll have an edit. There's a new person involved.
We are now one name.
We're done. All right, we'll get that.
Alex, well, there you
So do I have a motion to approve as amended?
So, go ahead.
go. I'll make that motion.
Nathan Grimes makes that motion to approve as amended. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ryan Hoskins seconds. Any other changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
3 people.
It's unanimous. Oh, yeah, 3 people read the minutes and we all missed that. I think by the time we get through the German, it's like, okay, well, everything else is fine.
I did
Well,
not.
we will be more attentive in the future.
I
Thank you.
can tell you, I
Yes,
did
Ryan.
not read, I did read the minutes, but it did not go all the way to the very end.
Any public comment? I don't believe so. No old business, moving on to new business. I think Seth Urton is giving us our operator report today. Seth, come on up. Tim is on a much-deserved vacation this week, so.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't really have a lot for you all today, just a couple things to kind of touch up on. The first thing I've got is the Highway 62 main replacement has been completed. Just want to let y'all know that. Secondly, our flusher truck went down on us. We had to take it to Diesel Boys to be looked at. They determined that it needed a new turbo. The old one went out on it. So we deemed that an emergency repair due to the potential for engine failure. And we had that repaired to, price right around $10,000. Other than that, we had to pull the pump number 2 at Highway 62 lift station. It had a seal failure, so we have not got a price on that yet, but historically it's been a little over $5,000. Other than that, while we were televising one of our main lines, our transporter on our camera went out. It stopped working. We called for repairs and we were quoted for to replace the transporter right around $10,000, or we could replace the camera with a used unit for right around $90,000. However, we were able to find the parts and fix the unit in-house for just under $700.
Well, there's the good news I wanted.
Yes, so it is,
Because you were not on a roll here, Seth, until you got to that point, so good job, guys.
yes, it is up and running now. We have actually
Wonderful.
put it in another line and used it. So that's a little bit of good news there.
Yes, thank you.
I think there's a pizza party on that one.
Do it, yeah, pizza party.
Other than that, the only other thing I have for you is I did want to let you all know we're focusing on solid removal this month, so there will be an expenditure coming up for
Okay.
that.
For the hauling, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I've got for you.
All right, we probably need to go ahead and ratify that truck repair. Do you have the exact amount on that?
I do. I dropped the invoice to Deborah
Okay, is it on our claims yet?
When did you drop it off?
yesterday.
Probably not. Yeah, we'll let Heather grab that. We'll just go ahead and I'm sure that Bo would appreciate in his absence us making sure that we ratify that since it was deemed an emergency repair. And all is complete then with that emergency repair of that
Yes, it
400
is.
feet of line. Okay, great. So we'll just get Heather to pull that and we'll vote on that when it comes in. Thank you, Seth. Any questions for Seth?
Thank you.
Thank you.
10K, 90K, 700.
I know, it went from, yeah, that was an emotional,
Yeah.
very brief report there of 10,000, 90,000, 700. Okay. That was a bit of a roller coaster. I told these guys I don't like surprises,
There
so.
was a plot twist on that
Definitely a plot twist. You don't expect those in your super board meetings.
No.
So we'll have to. While Heather's doing that, we can always circle back around to that claim. Lori, did you want to come up and give your engineering report?
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Derby. Unless what time of year?
Unless you have all of your public meetings in this.
I'm actually gonna skip page one, because I'm gonna come back to it, I'm gonna end, with the highlights there. So I'm gonna start with, on top of page 2, Highway 62 pump station. So we did meet with the mayor last week, to review the plans for the Highway 62 pump station, as well as, kind of our plan to break that down into phases to make it a little bit, more financially feasible, and easier to digest along the way. And I believe that there is going to be conversation about how to maybe tie that in some with redevelopment and the Forest Edge project. I think some of that conversation may have already happened as far as timing. I know that we briefly discussed that. I don't think that the timing overall will be a negative impact to what we need to do, based on, I think Forest Edge, the area where the pump station is, they're not planning to actually build and develop until the fall of '24. So as long as the 62 pump station can hold on until then, I don't think that there's an issue with us waiting until then as well.
I can give a little bit more context to that, because I
That'd be great.
Mike yesterday about, just a general catch-up, and we kind of gotten additional information. So the phases are broken down into 3 phases, with the first phase being the portion where they run the line, the gravity line under Highway 62, to connect, to put it in eventually where the new pump station will go across the road. It will basically lay dormant until future use. So that was phase 1, estimated about $250,000. Phase 2 was the actual installation of the pump station and is tapping into existing force main. And so that's gonna be a little more expensive, because you're actually putting in the lift station in. When we bid that out, initially they think it's gonna be about 1.2, but that would be bid out as a separate project down the road. It's not something that has to happen right away. And then the phase 3 would be, once the wastewater treatment plant expansion and build is complete, they would be running a new force main, to connect to that plant. So that would, again, there was no initial estimate on that, but it wouldn't be as expensive even as the pump station. So that phase 2 is the most expensive. But to get us through phase 1, JTL recommended that we coordinate that with the work that's being done to highway improvements there for the Forest Edge access. They will be providing turn lanes and widening that section of Highway 62. And rather than tear up the highway twice, it would be nice to coordinate that with their work. And so my question to Forest Edge folks was, when are you going to be doing that work? The timeline for Forest Edge right now, as announced in the redevelopment commission meeting last night, we anticipate closing on both the property and the bonds on June 15th. And then they want to go ahead and have some form of groundbreaking by the end of June, beginning of July. They will start with the complexes that will be front-facing 62, not the larger unit that's in the back. But they anticipate construction, of course, taking about a 12-month period on those sections, and so they said they would not be tapping in until probably early fall of 2024, and that's when they would do the road improvements. So they're gonna wait to do the road improvements until they're ready to basically lease the apartments and have the activity going on there. So I asked Lori and Mark Lacey, who they presented from JTL, does this negatively affect our timeline? The answer was no. We can lay those pipes when they do that work, so that actually delays that. The good news is that, if you recall, the anticipated capacity fee for this project is $380,000. And so the capacity fees alone will cover in excess the initial phase 1. And then we will see where the bids fall with the wastewater plant as to how the rest of that will shape up. But basically, I had already kind of prepared the redevelopment commission to potentially front that price if we needed them to before those capacity fees came in. But it sounds like the timeline of those capacity fees are going to be being delivered at the same time that the work is being done. So we should, if the project will well cover the cost of that initial phase. So, and then with the wastewater plant building out, 2025, we have plenty of time to put in the other force main and allow more of those services to come on board and have that great revenues from those before we have to make those expenses. So it sounds like the expenses are lining up properly. I confirmed all that with Mike yesterday, in our meeting, so it's looking good.
So that
Oh,
was-
he did say, I'm sorry, one thought, he did say that you guys would need to, notify IDEM, because it's part of our compliance plan, they would need to know that timeline might be pushed back
Right.
because of that construction.
Right,
So I asked him to make sure that you guys keep them in the loop on that compliance plan. And
Right.
he said we would wait for Tim to come back next week and get Tim caught up on where we are with that ticket. So, yeah.
as far as the Spring Street pump station is concerned, as we've kind of said, that design is on hold pending further decisions to be made. Again, touching on the agreed order, the quarterly progress report is the next thing that's due, and then obviously, like we just discussed, if we need to provide an update, to the compliance plan, we will. Nothing else has changed yet with the Indiana American discharge. We are still reviewing submittals for them to be able to begin construction soon. The sanitary sewer service area alternatives evaluation. I don't know how I named it that long. So our evaluation is complete, and we delivered to Tim in his email while he's on vacation, hoping that he does not look at it while he's on vacation.
I'm sure you will.
I didn't text him that it was coming, I didn't do anything. We silently slid it into his inbox. A draft of that report, and we will review it with him when he is back, and get any comments that he has for us, and then we will present it to you all.
And we have a meeting just as a follow-up, on kind of collectively the Spring Street and these potential area alternatives. There was a meeting that was scheduled, and due to illness, it had to be rescheduled, but later, I think this is the last week of this month is when our calendars all coordinated to have that meeting with the developers that would be impacted in that area, to hear an update of where they are with their development plans, and try to work towards a reasonable solution on that at the end of the month. So it hasn't been forgotten, it just had to be rescheduled due to a conflict because of illness, so.
Good.
So that's where that stands, and we have, we will have a report for you guys, but we wanted to make sure that Tim was squared away and looped in first. So, back to the first page, because that's where the excitement lies right now. So, the treatment plan is out for bid, officially. The advertisement, was in the paper last Friday, and will be in the paper again tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's Friday. And the plans and specs are available on Lynn Imaging's website. I got their email blast, with everything in it yesterday, so that was exciting to see come out. And so the bids are due on June 15th at 9:30 a.m. They will be delivered here. And then we will open them during the sewer board meeting, the regularly scheduled sewer board meeting at 10 a.m. on June 15th, here in this room.
And you have an information, meeting scheduled for
There is,
people who want to bid
yes,
for May 11th.
there
here
is
at
a
the
it
council
is a
chambers.
mandatory pre-bid meeting here, May 11th at 10 a.m.
They're gonna be using the council chambers, but it's not, to be clear, it's not a publicly called, it's not a meeting of any particular board. Certainly, people are welcome to attend, and I will confirm with Bo that if more than two of us are there, to make sure that since we were not leading the meeting or participating in the meeting, we're just there as general people in the public, I'll verify with him that we don't need to post an announcement, but if we do, just to be on the safe side, we will, because it certainly wouldn't be a problem. I'll make sure that if anybody wants to attend that, we get that covered to go.
Great.
So that's happening.
It's exciting.
And we just count down the days till June 15th.
Do you have any plan holders yet?
I haven't looked.
Okay.
I decided I was not gonna look this morning.
Okay.
I will say, I did get emails, last Thursday, before it hit the papers Friday, asking me when it was gonna be advertised. So people are anticipating. And I said, please check the paper tomorrow.
Good.
So that was exciting.
Good.
Any other questions for me?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, circling back to the Diesel Boys LLC invoice for the repair of our flusher truck. This would be an emergency repair, and we'd be basically adding this to our claims as the $10,289.85. So I would need a motion and a vote to approve that.
I'll make that motion.
I have a
For the
motion.
emergency repair for the truck.
Motion by Nathan Grimes,
Second.
second by Ryan Hoskins. Any questions? Anyone see the invoice? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous, so we'll get that submitted as well. Thank you. I believe that's everything we had, unless there's an update from you or Don on anything that we need. Got everything signed, we're up to date on all of our stuff. Okay, good deal. I have no additional updates, have not gotten us more money yet. So I don't have any exciting news to share as far as that concerned. I think we're all just kind of working towards that June 15th bid opening to see where we go. We've done a lot of great things, and I'm excited to see where that goes. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, I have a motion by Ryan.
Second.
Second by Nathan. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you all so much.